Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Give to the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5, down to the 17-yard line. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Running to daylight from inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Strickland. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They stopped him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Hand off from the shotgun.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Here's the handoff. Just plowing ahead. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Looking for room, it's Strickland. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way.
Unloads it downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for space, it's Strickland. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. On fourth down, going to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Quarterback checking the play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Now check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked on ranked matchup that has just gone final. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And now the offense will come onto the field again. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Line getting set on second down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The give on the inside. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for a man on second down. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Oh, left him grasping for air. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Third down coming up.
He'll throw on third down. Oh, he makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. He makes the grab. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Got it! And he's in for the touchdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Meadows. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to the ground with the running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The offense set for a first down play. Let's go! They'll open this third quarter with a run. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On the move, it's Hardy. Nice move to keep moving. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong. 1 to the 35.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands, it's Strickland. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He caught it! Into their happy place for a touchdown.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the
Point is
Do damage and have games like this right here.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. This defense will try to keep everything in front. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. Here comes the offense onto the field again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want him. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Looking to throw. He caught it. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. On the run, it's Hardy. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner will be brought down.
At the 33, and the offense will take over.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Here we go.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load. And
going for the big play. Makes the grab. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know.
Oh, picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback moving. Tight end finds a soft spot, and he's wrestled to the ground.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's right on target. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking them right to the face.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First.
First and 10.
Comes from the 22.
Easy.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's going to cruise in with this one. It is a touchdown. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll throw it on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
They're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Defense playing a bail technique. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's his 4th interception of the game. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Now the play fake. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's got it. And he wanted to get that one in, but the defense able to force him out at the 2.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll start this drive with a pass. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, for quarterbacks, ball security is so important, especially when you're in the pocket. I know you're downfield and you're focusing on what's happening with the coverage, but you got to know these guys up front. They're coming after you, and they're trying to swat that ball away. You have got
some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the catch. It's more. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. 2nd and 1, and they're going to make them line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's gonna pass, trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long.
29 Philly. 2.
From the gun, the running back has it. On the move at the 30. Flying out to the left.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
They're bringing heat. Got his man quickly. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. One more play to pad the stats. On second down, he'll let it fly. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like, when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been